Merry Saturnalia. Thank you, slaves, for fully participating in the annual orgy of selfish consumption. Believing in the death of Christ and ill will to all men is what keeps me on the throne of Luciferian power. Consume and be merry, for from tomorrow we shall be back in suffering. As we see the rise in austerity, poverty, and homelessness, I rejoice in knowing that I could help you, and yet I will not. In my 64 years as monarch, butterfly, your stupidity has known no bounds. To ensure that no one tries to escape the slave system in 2017, my loyal subjects in the Saturn Matrix will see increased false flags, microchipping, the cashless society, breakdown of morals, internet spying, and armed police on the streets in increased numbers.
Hail Satan, for we shall install martial law.
A blind slave is a happy slave indeed, so fill up on your consumption and on your selfish ways, for I shall reap the energy of this. This year saw the 5th year since our Jimmy Savile passed over to the underworld. Take a moment to recall his towering achievements as the master of all jinn. Oh, Jimmy. For my family of child-abusing, murderous reptiles, this will be a year ahead of gross overspending. The £369 million refurbishment of Buck Palace, my free council house, will bring one great joy. If only you knew the power of the 3, 6, and 9 as I do. It will prove a simple way of eliminating any bothersome evidence such as blood and semen accumulated over my years of sacrificial Luciferian worship. And that's why we will also provide refurbs to the Houses of Parliament out of your taxes. After all, because you were so keen to vote, it is in your name that I do these things. Thank you for participating in the energy-raping farce that was Brexit. You will, of course, realise you can only expect to get what we want to happen, and what ties in with our agenda of a new world order out of chaos. I'd also like to thank the excellent actors who have worked on Lucifer's behalf this year. Putin, Trump, Theresa May, and all crisis actors around the globe. How you keep falling for it, only Tavistock really knows. And, as always, I'd like to thank the armed forces, police and the intelligence services who allow me to continue my reign of terror and abuse of all men, women, and especially children. This year, slaves, I celebrated my 90th birthday with a special convocation hosted by the Golden Dawn and the Eastern Star. It drained £1 billion of public money, and I ate 90 souls. As a reptilian, I'm not your average 90-year-old biddy. Your average 90-year-old biddy will at this point in time be cold, neglected, and living in poverty, while I am in the lack of luxury. So for 2017, the spread of our New World Order shall continue, for the slaves have not yet understood how to balance our darkness, and therefore, when my son Charles will soon take the reins after me, he will be a very harsh king of hell. I did not attend the yearly church service today, and whilst you may have heard I had a cold, it's not possible for reptilians to catch colds. Oh no, I was far too busy bathing in the blood of virgins. Something which one of my relatives, Winston Churchill, also enjoyed. The master of propaganda is now ensconced on your £5 note. ritualized with animal products and featuring his pedophilic self. Praise be to the satanic lines from whence we came. This year saw Theresa May become unelected Prime Minister. She has been possessed by the soul of Margaret Thatcher and intends to do even worse. I believe that the United Kingdom is truly safe under her evil hands. It is always important to keep the slaves entertained while watching some acts of violence, fear, or sporting competition. And so the Olympics this year went very well as a ritualized event, along with the other false flags. As you tuck into your Brussels sprouts today on Christmas Day, you will remember things such as the Brussels false flag. There's a meaning behind everything. So, as we move into January, I wish you poverty, rising bills, joblessness, pain, abuse, decreased public services, the rise of Donald Trump, fracking, homelessness, fluoride in your water, armed police, beatings, and above all, satanic fear. I shall think of you all today as I continue with the royal tradition of buggering your children. God save the Queen, and the devil too. Was that okay, Godfrey?
Oh yes, Mom, that was lovely.
Oh, fuck 'em. Fuck 'em all.